Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about why most people lose in life. And before we get into it, the definition of winning in life is actively creating and having your desires come to fruition. Meaning, if you have a certain desire, then planting that seed and allowing that seed to grow, and then taking the fruit from that plant or tree that you continually watered over time, that is winning in life. Being who you are without compromise and constantly being better and watering your seeds that you know will come to fruition because you're persisting, you're being consistent with what you're trying to do, and you're consistently improving on it, right? Now, the reason so many people lose in life is because there's something called lower nature desires. So you have low nature desires and you have high nature desires. And since people are so quick to respond to quick gratification, to fast, speedily ready gratification, food, porn, just drugs, alcohol, just these low natures, since that's so fast to accomplish, they really pick the lower nature desires and decide to have fun, and they ignore the higher calling that they know they deeply want, but deep down they don't think they could do it because they've been brainwashed by all this nonsense down here. So understand that you create your reality and you choose your future. And if you're constantly indulging your time and energy, the resources of the universe, and your attention on lower nature desires, then you're going to have a lower nature existence. That's just what it is. Like, if you decide to pick the nasty fruit that's been on the ground all day, don't be surprised when you get sick, right? When you decide to choose the higher nature desires, when you start to think, okay, I can't do the lower nature desires because I want the higher nature's desires, you shift in perspective and perception, and your entire life now becomes the embodiment of delayed gratification. You are now improving and thriving for what you really want and what's really going to pay off in this life. Most people rather sit on their phone all day. They rather watch porn and get satisfied from these horrendous foods, and they rather just sit in that low nature of existence than become the embodiment of delayed gratification and say, this ain't for me. I need to get fit. I need to stop doing these drugs. I need to get better with my life. I need to make more money. And they just choose this lower nature because it's easier than choosing the higher nature from above. They don't want to actually put in work. They just rather dwell in this hell that they created for themselves. And that's okay, but because of freedom of will, it's okay. It's not okay, but because of freedom of will, it's okay, and I can't really tell you not to do it. But when they start to project that hatred that they've accumulated from dwelling within that hell, it's just like, whoa, like, you chose this. No one told you to do this. You chose to lose in life. Just because we decide to start winning now, because we understand the true meaning, the power of life, how much this actually means, doesn't mean you have to come at us because we're choosing what you didn't choose. It's like you had the choice, and still do have the choice, to make the right decision, but instead of doing that, you rather hate on the ones that have good precision. Like, we know how to position ourselves in the right way, and these people are really just hating because they position themselves in the wrong way. But yeah, The reason most people lose in life is because they rather satisfy their low cardinal desires than rise above that and choose what's really going to pay off in life. And until they realize what's truly going to pay off in life, they'll continually perpetuate just being low in their existence and suffering from their own causes and effects that they choose themselves. They are the cause of the effect. So if you are being like you first, you have to take responsibility if you want to win. You have to start taking accountability and responsibility if you want to win in life. If you can't even understand that you are the cause of everything going wrong in your reality, then there's something wrong with your mentality and how you've been raised. Like I'm telling you right now, take it from me, I've gone through the process. Like if you can't open your eyes and say, okay, it's my fault, what can I do? You'll never actually make progress in fixing your problems. You'll just identify your problem with something else that's not you, and that will continually perpetuate the problem because you're not actually solving the root issue, which is you and your mind. So, yeah. The reason most people lose in life is because they rather satisfy these low desires than choose the ones that come from above. And since they create a hell for them to live in, right, then they hate on the ones that's actively creating a heaven, because now they have to reflect on the hell they've created. Most people lie to themselves and adapt to the hell they've created, but when they see someone like us, it's like, oh, I created a hell and he's creating a heaven. I created a hell. Now I have to think about that. And they'll project their they'll project their envy and their hate, and they'll project all these negative traits that they'll never figure out and never take a good look at themselves. Like they're just so like weird, dude. Because I have to deal with people like this, right? I've dealt with people like this too. So it's like, seeing it up front is just like, come on, dude. You could be improving on yourself radically as well. But just blame me for your problems and not yourself. Or well, they don't blame you, but they just project that negative energy. But yeah. So the main reason people lose in life is because they have issues that they created by making the wrong choice, and the choice was the lower carnal pleasures. Now, the cure to that is just by disassociating and not identifying with anything low and just rising above it. Now, you choose to rise above or you choose to stay below. It's freedom of will, and I could just give you the word, but it's your choice to listen to it. Peace.